Dum, 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 dum.
Thundercats!
Oh!
Welcome to Thundercats Lair, everybody. And of course, this is my good friend JP of Thundercats Classics. What's going on, JP?
Dude, super excited, man. Super excited. This has been a very exciting week for
Oh my
fandom
god!
in general.
Oh my god!
But man,
But
the 41st is here. You know, it's
yes,
awesome.
yes. Specifically today. Yep, or was it yesterday? It was either yesterday or today.
Yeah, the 23rd.
Yeah, it was
January
the 23rd.
23rd.
So, 41 years of Thundercats. Happy anniversary to the Thundercats. My goodness. It's crazy, as we were talking about in the back, that there really hasn't been a big hoopla for, the 40th. The 40th, in a lot of ways, the 40th was kind of lackluster. You know what I mean? It was a little bit ho-hum. But let's be perfectly honest, right? Let's be perfectly honest. If we really dig deep, let's put it this way. This was the celebration for the 40th, right? Because this came just what was it, January?
Yeah, it came out
around
just
January.
in time. Yeah.
This was really the celebratory idea for the 40th anniversary of Thundercats. I think that's probably the console prize, the consolation prize that we get for that. Everything else, though, it was still, there was releases. Obviously, we were able to pre-order Cruncher, we were able to pre-order Nada. The light up eyes. Actually, that was pretty cool. When you think about that, if you really want to dig deeper into that, that really was a recognition of the LJN style Thundercats, right? Because that really was the first initial idea of Thundercats. Light up eyes, Lion-O, light up eyes, Mumra, and Mumra actually had the chest piece that lit up too.
Yeah.
Right. So I think we can take some solace in that. But there was no big party. There was no, Super 7 didn't send out any press kits, to you or to anybody, that kind of, has to say, hey, 40th anniversary of Thundercats, blah, blah, blah. Right. I guess you could argue. And here's another one, though. Actually, again, there was a lot of Thundercats activity in 2025. You could argue.
There was activity. It was just not timed with.
Yeah, and there wasn't any fanfare. I think what Mattel should have taken, let's put it this way: Mattel riding on the coattails of Master Universe, as it tends to do. Mattel should have taken the opportunity to say, "Hey, this Master Universe Thundercats crossover celebrates the 40th anniversary of the Thundercats." I think they should have taken that and really dug deep its 40th anniversary. You know what I mean? I think they should have had a huge celebration. I think that at SDCC, when we were there, it should have been like a big thing. It should have said happy 40th anniversary. Even at Toy Fair, when they first started showcasing that release, they should have made a huge effort with that.
Yeah.
The problem is it's not a property they own. They're licensing it. And of course, they really don't want to overshadow the Masters of the Universe. That really, even though it's a crossover, they didn't want to overshadow that idea.
Yeah.
It really, unfortunately, was up to Super 7. Unfortunately, it's all unfortunate. It was up to Super 7 to really take the reins on that. But we know now, much like what was happening with Diamond, much like it was happening with everything else in the toy industry at the time, the economy was just literally gut punching everybody, right? So that took a lot of the wind out of the sails of the Thundercats celebration. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, JP, because we are going to make this the 40th anniversary. We're going to replace that with the 40th anniversary. We're replacing it with the 41st anniversary. So first and foremost, congratulations, JP. Happy 41st anniversary of the Thundercats. You have been championing this brand. So, no, talk to us about this, brother. You have been the voice of this brand for the last probably decade now, right? What does this mean to you, brother? What does this 41st celebration mean to you?
It's just one of those things where I guess we could say that I am like the Pixel Dan for Thundercats in the sense that, just as rabid of a fan and as passionate as he is for the brand, for Motu, I am that for Thundercats. And I think that's what I set out to do. Is I wanted to get every like-minded individual, everyone that loved Thundercats, create awareness as well, because it's crazy. As we talked to Brian the other day, is to date there are still people that are not aware that there are Super 7 Thundercats figures out there to be purchased, right? Simply because maybe they're not within the social circles, they don't really use the internet a lot, and they don't have these figures in brick and mortars where they live. So surprisingly, as long as the wave has been going on, the collection, there are still people, dude, that don't know about Thundercats Ultimates. So, my goal is to create that awareness to let people know, hey, there's so much to celebrate about this brand. Hey, go out and buy these toys, because at the end of the day, it's all about supporting the product. I would dare say that if they would have made like Thundercats Roar figures, I would have probably supported the brand. I would have promoted them and everything because it was associated with Thundercats. As much as I really hated the animation, it was still a Thundercats thing. And if it was something that would just, make the brand thrive and grow, I would have been there to support it from day one. But yeah, it's always been about that, man. And whether it's talking to like-minded individuals, making strong partnerships like I did with you, talking to Eggman about, how awesome this collection is, how awesome this brand is, making connections, like Puma reaching out to promote their Thundercats line, designing a shoe with bull airs, designing something else that might come out later this year. Um, it's one of these things where I've created like a different type of fandom. It's like a hybrid fandom, because not only am I like a social personality where I'm doing this with you and I'm posting stuff and news, but I'm also trying to be as involved creatively in the brand as well, by working on collaborations, by working with other people to do stuff that is Thundercats adjacent, right? And I think that's something that's been really exciting, because I've taken, like running like a social account to another level, in the sense of I'm just not creating blooper videos and reels and taking cool photos and videos. I'm also creatively getting my creative juices going and designing stuff, like doing the art I did for Universe. And I got some stuff that I'm going to be working on with Miguel Bayon, Motu Comic. And there's a lot of stuff, dude, creatively that, Thundercats fans don't know. And when they find out, it's going to be even more exciting. So I'm super excited about 2026. I'm super excited that I'm reminiscing the 9-year-old me sitting in front of a couch, watching Thundercats, eating Captain Crunch, in that 80s style living room. That's what I'm like, just emanating right now in my mind. Is, yesterday was such an iconic day. It was the beginning of so much that today, now that I'm turning 50, has become like almost like part of my anatomy, because Thundercats is my thing, forever and ever. It's always going to be my number one property. And to see it growing, whether it's Mondo, new Super 7 product, Han Cholo, which makes jewelry, they just announced a partnership with Thundercats. So they're doing, Thundercats branded jewelry. And, we're getting the Bull Air shoes coming out this year. So there's so much cool shit to look forward to for Thundercats fans, man, that it's just amazing to be part of this, and to know that I'm helping the awareness grow and make people, like refresh their memory about such a beautiful and awesome animated IP and toy line. It's just that's really what makes my day. That's what, encourages me to post as often as I do, and to go on there and and just do as much content as possible because I truly, truly love this IP, man.
Yeah, brother. It's it's a testament to what you've been doing, and how often people rely on you for information, and that's the thing about that too. The information that you give to people, upcoming events, upcoming toys that are being posted, regardless whether it's Funko, whether it's Super 7, whether it's an obscure brand that's just coming out, these rings, right? Those wonderful pewter rings that are coming out from this new company, which we're going to talk about today, right? All these wonderful obscure lines, even if it's like cups or anything like that, you've always covered it, right? And that really has given you a really big insight. And again, you've cooperated with so many brands, like you said, Puma, Bolairs, right? All these guys, right? And it really does show. And again, you've hit a huge major milestone in 2025, the 40th anniversary, right? You actually hit 100,000 plus subscribers, and it's well deserved, brother. Well deserved.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
So, can't wait to see how far we take this. You know what I mean? Especially your page. And guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to Thundercats Classics on Instagram. He's delivering all the great news, and of course, follow him. He's always posting new up-to-date information, sales that happen, especially with the Thunder Tank. That was a huge thing for everybody. Saved about $100 at the time. So yeah, always he's always keeping up his ear to the ground for everything related to Thundercats. And of course, subscribe to us here on Thundercats Lair if you haven't already. We're going to make this to the stop here on YouTube for Thundercats. So we got a lot to talk about today, but we have a lot of people who are in the chat, and we want to say thank you. We want to say thank you to everybody here who's watching and of course supporting the channel. Thank you guys so much. It is the 41st anniversary of Thundercats, and let's say hi to everybody. Warren Newman, Thundercats, ho! 41st anniversary. That's right, brother. Negative Sight. Happy anniversary to the Thundercats. The comic collector Roach. Hey, everybody. What's going on, brother? How are you doing tonight? David Allen. Hello, guys. Good to see you. Super Detonator. What's going on, Super Detonator? Always good to see you. Happy anniversary, Thundercats, from David Allen. Kenzo's Creations. Speaking of Thundercats, is Mega J's mane starting to make him look like a lion?
Let him let his hair out, and you'll see.
More like a cowardly lion. More like a little like a cringer. It's more like a cringer.
Oh, come on.
David Allen. This year's going to be great for the Thundercats universe. Silverhawks New Wave and Thundercats New Wave are shipping. Peter Lawrence is getting into the fan base this year. Yes. If you haven't already, definitely check out the interview that JP had with Peter Lawrence. It was all in Spanish, but thanks to auto dubbing and subtitles, you guys can read and listen along to the whole conversation. It was great, and revealed some wonderful Easter eggs about what Peter is working on right now. So we could definitely head over to Thundercats Lair and listen in on that wonderful interview. Gregory Drucker saw a jackal, a lino, Mumra were a couple of days ago. Pretty good looking Super 7. Absolutely, brother. TigerSharks are the first wave. Woohoo! Yes. We're going to talk about that
Hold
today.
on.
TigerSharks. TigerSharks. Gregory, good to see you, brother. David, a great interview appeared.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yep. Gregory again. Thundercats maybe like Masters 7 years ago before I saw Origins here or there. Yes, you know what? There are a lot of things we're going to talk about tonight, especially what this new Master Universe movie does for Thundercats. We're going to talk about that tonight. The comic collector Roach. It really is pretty and rad. Pretty rad to see the other passionate Thundercats fans. Absolutely, brother.
Yes.
We're all in this community together, and it's because of you and everyone here that Thundercats still is alive and kicking today. Uncle Rizzo. Uncle Rizarro. Yeah.
It's Uncle Rizzo. Uncle Rizzo, 66.
Uncle Rizzo. Yeah, that's right. I love He-Man, Transformers, Voltron, but when I saw the Exodus, it blew my 8 and 9-year-old mind. The cartoons for me still hold up to this day. Yes. Animation-wise, theme-wise, still one of the better cartoons out there. Gregory dropped her. Looks like Dad Lionel to me.
Oh, you look like Claudius.
That's one of the best compliments I've had all day. Dave Sanelli, no, Jay looks more like Snarf. Actually, it's true. I sort of look like Snarf. Yeah, more like Snarf. Damien Ristori. This is such a great topic. I was watching Thundercats in the beginning too. My idea of a movie would be to borrow from Exodus and end with them battling the mutants first. That would be a very cool idea. I think that for sure. Misael Martins. I'm hoping I got that. Thundercats Brazil. Thank you, brother. Thank you all the way from Brazil. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Misael. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Damien Ristori. Setting up Mumra for a sequel, perhaps. Yes, that would be very, very cool too. A lot of things on the go right now. But again, thank you so much for joining us, guys. As I said, Thundercats Classics also because of this is celebrating 100,000 plus subscribers. Let's just take a look at where they are right now. We're going to do a little bit of a count right now. And huge shout out to JP for literally growing this community so much. What's going on here? This has been an accumulation of so many things and such a long time coming. But we are so excited that JP has been able to make this a real thing right now. So JP is sitting at, holy crap, 114,000 subscribers. Congratulations, JP. What a way to celebrate the 41st anniversary of Thundercats. This is crazy, my man. And to that end, JP has always covered all of the great new developments in Thundercats. And earlier this week, we got something really cool, and now it's not actually up here. I thought you had a link to the rings. Where are they?
The Han Cholo, it's in the stories.
Yeah. Oh, it's in the stories. Okay.
Yeah.
So guys. Oops. The stories doing live right now, so we're not going to be able to see that story. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look it up. So what was it? How do you spell it? Cholo? Which
Han Cholo.
Han Cholo. So is it
I'm going to try to share it. Here it is. I'm going to share it to
I got it. I've got it. Here we go. Han Cholo has recently announced a line of Thundercats rings, and this is just blowing us all away. Here we go. The Thundercats Han Cholo collaborations, Thundercats and Han Cholo just dropped. These are incredible, JP. I cannot believe this. I remember when they were starting to post this on IG. I didn't know what these were. I thought these were maybe at first when I saw them, I thought that they might be what are you called, like pewter? Not pewter. Like real stone. Maquettes, kind of like what they were doing a few years ago with another company. I thought that that's what these were, but I had no idea these were rings and necklaces. Yeah, these are freaking crazy, man. These are pewter rings and necklaces, and they look absolutely. Or are they silver? Are these silver or pewter? Because
good question. Click on the Mumra one.
Yeah, see what it says. But they not only do they have rings, but they have pins,
collectible pins.
These are so cool, man. Like this is crazy. I like the fact that they're doing this collaboration. Let's have a look at some of these pins and these necklaces. So the first one that we want to take a look at is the Cat's Lair ring. Of course, of course, we would be looking at the Cat's Lair ring. We are the Cat's Lair YouTube channel. So
that's right.
Standing guard over Third Earth with the Cat's Lair ring, inspired by the iconic fortress from the classic 1980s Thundercats series. This bold accessory brings the legendary headquarters right into the collection, featuring intricate sculpted details and vintage-inspired design. This ring is built for fans who want to carry the power of the Thundercats everywhere they go. So the design is the Thundercats Lair ring, quality hand-designed in Los Angeles, material 100% surgical stainless steel, and which is 100% hyperallergenic. So it actually is stainless steel. It's not pewter, which is fine. I love stainless steel. It is made of stainless steel and red CZ stone details. Those are the eyes. The eyes are actually made of that stone, that wonderful stone material. This is freaking awesome, man. And the thing is that it reminds me of the miniature playset for the Thundercats from LJN. the small one. That it was
Yeah.
more square than
Yeah.
anything else. So that's actually what it reminds me of. But what are your thoughts, JP? What are when you first saw these? Like this
Oh
was
no, super cool. I've known about Han Cholo for a minute. Like they've been doing stuff for years, and I think they started doing commemorative Star Wars type jewelry. I think that's how they got their name, Han Cholo. Um, but I've seen them at cons, but I've never, purchased their product. But this is really awesome, man. I'm really feeling that Mumra ring. Um, I don't normally wear jewelry,
look at that.
but I might rock it for this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, brother. On the inside of every ring is actually the Thundercats stamp of authenticity.
That's
So
awesome.
that's really cool. I really like that. That's freaking awesome. And of course, I would not want to be punched with one of these things, man. That'll leave a dent in your
bro.
forehead.
Yeah, it'll
Bro,
send you to the hospital for
that
sure.
will definitely send you to the hospital. That thing is freaking oi. This is a big ass ring. Look at the size of it.
Yeah,
It
dude.
is a chunk. And it's got the thing is the two paws, they stick
Yeah.
all the way out, man. That is a knuckle dust. That's knuckle dusters and a half. That is a crazy knuckle duster. Now, it comes in two formats. You can either get the ring or you can get the necklace.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the ring is how much is the ring? The ring
There's
is
$50.
yeah, the ring is $50 and so is the necklace. So those two are the exact same. I do believe they're pretty much the exact same design, except this one obviously does not have a ring attached to it.
Right.
It's actually more of a flat design on the back. So on the back, there it is. And this one has the Thundercats insignia along with the copywriting for Warner Brothers and Ted Wolf. And of course, their Han Cholo mark.
That's bad.
So this is really cool.
Love it.
Comes on a necklace, obviously, so you can wear it around your neck, and it looks really cool. I really do appreciate that. The other versions that they have is the Lino ring. This one's pretty cool. What do you think of this design, JP?
It's cool. I like the fact that they actually added color to his hair, versus just doing all silver like everybody else.
Mhm.
It's cool, man. It's just, I'm sure it's very challenging to do a lot of detail. Actually, obviously, to curve the hair in the way of the form of a ring, so you could actually wear it. I'm sure if they would have done like a necklace, they probably would have made the mane stick out more on the left and right. But obviously, since they have to curve it out to make the shape of the ring, that's why it looks a little weird on the sides. But it's super cool, man. I like it.
Yeah. I love the detail. I love the patina that they put on top to give the to really pull out the details.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful design, and for this one's $50 too, right?
Yeah.
For $50, that's not bad. I mean, like that's a pretty good decent price for a ring of this quality. You know what I mean? That's what you're talking about. But you know what? It sort of matches his wavy hair, right?
No, yeah, it does. It
So-
does. It looks a little better on the sides than it looks from the front, in my
Gotcha.
opinion.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. But yeah, I'm really impressed with what they've been able to do with this, and it really does, bring forward to the fact that Thundercats as a property really is, it's for the fandoms anyway. It's really lasted the test of time. I mean,
Yeah.
who would have thought of making, jewelry based on Thundercats?
Yeah,
You know what I
dude.
mean? So it definitely is a wonderful look back into this property which we all love so much.
Absolutely.
Now, the one that I think takes the cake, though, is got to be this Mum-Ra ring. This Mum-Ra ring is a showstopper for me.
Yeah,
this thing's crazy. This thing is crazy. What were your thoughts when you first saw this Mum-Ra ring?
Instant favorite. It's the one that stands out the most. I'm probably gonna get this ring. I think it's just so badass, so metal.
Absolutely.
I love how the ribbons from the helmet curve back into. I think that's the coolest design for the ring. The cat slayer was cool too. If you notice, it was the rock formations that were wrapping backwards in the shape of the ring, which is a cool idea as well. But this, I don't know, it flows so seamlessly. Like it's perfect, dude.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. This one, as an actual ring design, it harkens to the idea of a Medusa. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's very Medusa-like, and a lot of cultures, many cultures out there, still have Medusa heraldry in their design, right? So
Look at
seeing
that.
these two together the way they
That's
are,
so bad.
I can definitely see a mythology. And Thundercats for many of us as fans is a mythology.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, JP? It's become not a religion, but it's become definitely a mythology for us, right? So I can totally see why anyone would pick up both of these rings, right?
Yeah.
But as I said earlier, I would not want to be punched in the face with it. This thing's pretty chunky, man. This thing will cut skin. This is crazy.
Yep.
Like it's got some crazy lines in it. But yeah, what a great set. And just in time for the 41st anniversary, Han Cholo. So guys, if you're interested, head over to hancholo.com. Check out their Thundercats license, and you can pick up any of these wonderful rings. Mumra the Ever-Living ring, the Lion-O ring, and of course the Cat Slayer ring or necklace. And if $50 is just out of your price range, hell, they have the Thundercats pins. These are really cool. And I think I've actually seen I don't know if it was Han Cholo, but I thought for sure. Oh no, this is definitely a different design. Yeah, these are really cool.
I mean, we've seen that design before. That is the same Lionel illustration from the Matty Collector's Thundercats Classics box.
Got you.
I don't know who is responsible for that, but speaking of pins, I'm not sure who made these, but I've had this pin for a minute, and it's so freaking badass. This pin right here.
Is that a fig pin?
No, it's not a fig pin.
That's not a fig pin?
Nope.
That is a really nice pin. The illustration is really cool.
I got the fig pin set thanks to my buddy Tim at Comic-Con. But no, I've had this for a while, and I also picked up these at Comic-Con. This is the guy that does Garbage Pail Kids.
That's cool.
Panthro as a Garbage Pail Kid. That's so cool because he's like, instead of having another nunchuck, he's swinging his broken arm around.
That's classic. I love it.
And this one is really badass. It's a Lionel coughing up a hairball.
Oh, that's classic, dude. That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
So neat. Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking that this might have been a fig pin, and they're just selling it on the site. But I guess this is their own design.
Yeah.
But you said that this is actually a design that they were licensed to have, right? So
it must be, yeah, because I've seen that exact Lionel. If you pull up an image of the original Matty Collector Wave 1 figures, that's the Lionel illustration on the box.
And I do believe I've seen this Thundercats design as well. So yeah, this probably is part of the Thundercats catalog.
That's cool. I like that one a lot.
This one is really nice though. Like if I was collecting pins like I used to, definitely I'd be having this one. I love enamel pins. I think they're really cool. Yeah. The reason I thought it was a fig pin is because I'm pretty sure fig pins came with the same backer. I think that this is the same backer from the Thundercats Classics days. I think that's
I feel like they're doing that universally as a brand, maybe, because they also have those as a backer on, where is it that I've seen them? I've seen them on the fig pins, and also those commemorative coins that are out now. I think they have that backer too.
Got you. Yeah, so the first ones to celebrate properly the 41st anniversary of Thundercats is Han Cholo. So guys, definitely support Han Cholo. They're making our enamel rings, our enamel pins and ring dreams come true. These things really are quite nice, and
yeah, dude, they're
very, very happy.
Beautiful.
Yeah, very happy.
And kudos for them for the timing, because they launched on the anniversary date.
Nice.
That was awesome.
You gotta love it, right?
Yeah.
So they see this. That's a company who knows what they're doing.
They know what they're doing exactly.
Very, very cool. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of great things coming down the way for Thundercats. It is of course the 41st anniversary of Thundercats, and JP put together this wonderful little montage. Is that you eating your cereal there, JP? Is that
No,
what
dude.
we're looking at?
I wish I could go back in time and take a picture of 9-year-old me sitting in the living room, but obviously we have to rely on the technology of AI to revisit these iconic moments.
I think that's a sad thing right now. Like, there's such a divide right now with AI. It's crazy. And you know what's crazy about that too? We really got to stop using AI as a catchphrase. It's not artificial intelligence. It's a bunch of different algorithms that's not intelligent at all. As a matter of fact, if you actually do your random searches, you got to be careful with AI. You do a random search, and 90% of the time, it's wrong. Like, it'll bring up any weird fact that it can find. It's actually kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
But you know what? Everybody's using it right now, so it's kind of crazy. Arasang. What's going on, Arasang? Good to see you, my friend. Dave Sanelli, just need a big bag of chips. Oh, it's Larry's friend. Hey, how's it going, Arasang? Good to see you.
Yeah, she was. Larry remembers her from the conventions.
That's
She's a big
right.
fan of Larry's.
That's you were on the. That's right, Arasang. You were on the interview. Thank you so much for always taking an interest in Larry's work. There's going to be a podcast series called Beyond Thunder. Oh wow, that's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's Buddha and Peter Lawrence.
That is pretty interesting. Very, very cool.
They invited me to participate, so I'm looking forward to that.
That's awesome. Frags is back in the chat. What's going on, Fragments? Good to see you, brother.
What's up, buddy?
Happy anniversary, dude. The Tower of Omens is looking sweet.
Yes.
Very, very cool. Guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to Fragments on Instagram. He only ever talks about his stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that, guys. There's nothing wrong with talking about your stuff and showcasing your stuff on social media. And please do follow Fragments, because really, if you're going to see some really cool 3D designs that he does originally by himself, you definitely got to go follow Fragments. He's doing some
100% doing God's work.
Gregory, what's going on, brother? Always good to see you. David, these are incredible. Yeah, these rings are freaking insane. Pewter sucks. Yeah, it's not pewter. We found out it's stainless steel, Dave. So we're good, and it's hyperallergenic. So very good. I don't want to wear it. I often wear a watch, but that is the style. There you go, brother. You don't have to wear it. It's okay. You can just have it in a case. Yeah. Right? Very tempting. Dave, did they make one? Oh, that one. There's a missed opportunity too. But that'll be a rather plain ring. You know what I mean? And everyone and their mother is going to think it's the Eye of Sauron. You know what I mean? Like they're going to think it's the Eye of freaking Sauron. So.
You know what would have been rad as hell though? Would have been a Sword of Omens.
I'm not going to say no.
Necklace, Sword of Omens necklace.
Yeah, that would be cool. That actually is. There's a missed opportunity. That would be really cool. Ultra Mag, are you going to talk about the Super 7 TigerSharks? Of course we are.
We're just getting started, brother. We're just getting started.
Jason Ellie, and does it light up? That would be really cool too if it did, but that would add to the price. Ed Miguel, what's going on, Ed? Good to see you, my friend. Hello, Jay and JP. Cheers from Brazil. Oh, good to see you.
Cheers, man.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Obrigado.
Gregory Droptune. Hi, all. I'm class of 74 kid. 11 when Thundercats came out. What a great series of jewelry. Oh, brother, it's awesome. Freaking awesome. And I'm not too far behind you, brother. Not too far behind you. Jordan from Canada. Cheers, JP and MJR. And the Thundercats faithful. Absolutely, bro. Thank you so much. Dave Sinelli. Mumra ring might bite you like the Necronomicon. I know, right? I know, right?
Cool, man.
Arasang. I have a Lionel magnet. Nice. I love that.
Nice,
that is so cool. I used to have a bunch of magnets. Jordan from Canada. Cool pins. Yes, sir. Fragments. Thank you guys for all the love of the era. Dude, you're making things that no one's ever made before. So thank you. Thank you so much. Sword of Melbourne's paper envelope opener. Dude, that is genius. That is genius. Absolutely. I would buy. I would buy right away. But technically it's already been done.
Wasn't it done by
Factory Entertainment made a collectible sword. Yeah. I don't know if it's a letter opener, but they did make a collectible sword. SA, what's going on, man? How you doing? Always good to see SA. JP, how about that Motu trailer, dude? We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
We're going to react. You know what? We'll do some. We're going to react to that for you guys. We're going to react to that. Okay. Negative Sight. What would you guys like to come out to celebrate Thundercats? Oh, it's got to be a movie, JP. It's got to be a freaking movie, bro. And you know what? We're going to explain how the Motu movie opens the doors for Thundercats. We're going to talk all about that tonight. Katu Baratani. Katu Baratani. Do you know what that means?
Nope.
JP?
Katu Barat. Oh, he's trying to say like the incantation from the Evil Dead Book of Necronomicon.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Nikto.
Oh, Nikto. That's right, Nikto. But he said, he's like, Katu Baratani.
Yeah.
Now I got you. Good one, Dave. Misael Martins. What's going on, brother? What's he saying there?
Estu fazendo playset giant.
That's
I
Portuguese,
just
right?
understand a giant playset. That's all I understand.
That's Portuguese. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, brother. Thank you so much. But giant playset, yes. We definitely need a giant playset. Absolutely.
But we have one. Look behind Jay.
Yeah, I know. But for the mutants, we definitely could use a giant playset, man. That would be sick. That would be sick. All right. Thank you all for joining us, and of course for all our international guests. Thank you so much for everything. All right. Just before we get to the Master Universe chat, did want to cover one of the most exciting releases in recent years from Super 7. Let's talk about it, guys. Who's got a tiger by the tail? Hold on, TigerSharks. That's right, guys. TigerSharks has finally made its appearance, and JP and I discussed this a couple episodes ago. And you know what? Our predictions. I think some of our predictions came true, and I actually made a prediction for myself, but it didn't come true. So let's go ahead and talk about TigerSharks and what came true, what didn't come true, what compromises they had to make, and what they ultimately ended up having to do. So here we go, guys. Here are the TigerSharks. And first off, JP, what are your initial thoughts about the TigerSharks themselves? Are you happy the way they came out, or are you kind of disappointed?
There's only one thing that I wish they would have done, and they had an opportunity to do this because it's a new line. I wish we would have gotten double hinged elbows and knees, but
I got you.
they wanted to stick to that whole old formula and whatever. But the sculpts, man, fantastic. Mako,
Octavia?
like dude, Octavia. It's so awesome to see her in Wave 1 because usually females get like the boot, and then they don't get the limelight. They don't get the limelight to shine on them right off the bat. So super excited to see her in Wave 1.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, and it's just such a solid wave. The only thing is, I could have sworn they were going to be 4 figures, but I guess this is the new norm now. It's 3 figures per wave.
Yeah, I think that we are. I think we're going to be relegated to this type of releases now. The reason being, though, okay, so let's just dial this back a little bit. The truth of the matter is, as with everything these days, logistics is killing everybody.
Yeah.
The main issue, 100%, has got to be the fact that tariffs, these terrible tariffs, are murdering imports. Okay,
Yep.
So to counter that, I think, and again, I don't know overall the logistics of anything really, but I think that in order to counter that, for not getting too much of a tariff on these, they're releasing it in three instead of 4, which would help, because then you're only tariffed on 3 of them instead of a wave of 4 of them. So it lessens it just a little bit. But the other thing is, in terms of development, there aren't that many TigerSharks unless you talk about the villains, right? Because one of the strategies that always happens with Thundercats is that you release 2. Usually, you get 2 heroes and 2 villains, right?
Right.
But in this case, you're going to get 2. This is the first wave, though. I think what's probably going to happen now, if I'm going to read into this, is furthering down to this from now on, we're probably going to get 2 villains and 1 hero each, just to keep the line going a little bit longer, because there are really only another, what are there? There's like another 4 more Tiger Sharks, 3 more
There's
Tiger
approximately like potential. There's 21 characters that can be done. Our friends at Toy Hunters Hollow pointed that out, where in one of their posts that if they get to 7 waves, we can pretty much get everything that was shown in the cartoons, and then there would be the one specific deluxe offering of Dragonstein, which obviously would have to come in a box and be like its own thing, you know. But
yeah, well, he would be very much akin to you know, a what's it called,
Tiamat?
Luna and Amok, right?
Yeah, maybe a little bigger, maybe a little
probably
bigger,
a little bigger. Yeah, 100%. But he would be a deluxe, like he's like a deluxe plus.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So, but these ones in particular are starting off very, very strong. I mean, but out of the wave, definitely
T-Ray.
Ray, you know, what is it called again? Manta Ray? Or
T-Ray.
Yeah, T-Ray. He comes with the most stuff. I mean, he's got a whole crap ton of stuff in this pack out.
Yeah,
it's
man.
freaking crazy. The designs themselves are spot on, but you and I are going to talk about the elephant in the room, which is definitely going to be their bodies, right? Their bodies, unfortunately, such as they are. But I don't think they could have done anything outside of that except maybe give them soft goods, right? I think we talked about that in our last episode. But let's get into the weeds here. So Mako, I think he looks fabulous. I think he looks amazing,
awesome, dude.
Right? As you said, no additional articulation, no double elbows, no double knees, but very much on the cartoon aesthetic. Like they're really, really digging deep into the cartoon aesthetic. So he has 3 different heads. He has his human head, and I always use human lightly because what kind of humans look like this? They got like pointed ears and different skin. It was weird. It was a weird show.
Very weird show, dude. That's something that we should probably do a deep dive on TigerSharks.
We're definitely going to do a deep dive.
Talk about there.
It is a weird show. It is a weird show. I was watching it the other day. It's like dang strange.
It makes no sense. And you know what? in the future, Peter definitely mentioned that he wants to come back and join us. So we'll definitely do an English episode, and we could pick his brain because he worked on TigerSharks too.
Yep. Would definitely love to hear his insights on that. It comes with 2 different Mako heads, shark heads. Sorry. One of them is stoic, natural looking, and the other one is a little bit more determined. Right. I love the fact that he's got gills on his face. He's got that crystal. I have no idea the significance of that. I didn't watch enough of the episodes to really know what the hell that is.
Yeah.
But it seems to be some sort of crystal, which is significant in one of the episodes. He's got a backpack, which kind of I'm like, a backpack? What the hell does he need a backpack for? That's another one that kind of throws me off completely. He's got 2 fists, 2 splayed hands, and 1 weapon hand, which comes with a weapon, and it's molded into the hand itself. You cannot detach that weapon from that hand. Very cool. But now we got to talk about the elephant in the room, the bodies. So they've opted to go much like the original. Who had it? Was it Galoo, or was it? It wasn't. It was LJN, right? LJN.
It was LJN also.
Yeah. So LJN basically originally just decided to go with the transformed bodies, and I think it was just the right choice, right? You and I were talking at length about how were they going to do this, and I don't think it was possible. There was really no way unless you're going to give them soft goods to go over the bodies. I didn't think that there was any way that they were going to, give them a brand new wetsuit. I didn't think it was going to be possible. What are your thoughts on their decision to go with the LJN style designs?
I mean, I'm perfectly okay with it. I'm just concerned if there's going to be as much support for them to revisit these characters in their pre-hybrid modes. But if you look at each individual SKU on the Super 7 website, for example, I'm looking at Mako right now, and it says Mako, and then in parentheses, hybrid. So they already have that in mind, that they're probably planning on doing 2 versions of each tiger shark. So this will be the hybrid one after it goes into the tank, and we will probably get the pre-hybrid ones, at some point later in the future, in a future wave.
No, I see what you're saying.
Mhm.
Interesting. So your concept here is that this is the LJN hybrid, but in the future, if and here's the key, if the line does well,
Mhm.
we could see a humanoid. We
Pre
could see the release of a full human Mako and a full human Octavia.
Yeah, pre-fish tank
Yeah.
looks,
So the heads in this case are just bonus heads that are
Correct.
included with these characters.
Yeah.
Interesting theory. I like that theory.
Yeah, because
like
I
that
don't
theory
see
a lot.
why they would take the time to
To say
classify
hybrid.
hybrid,
Yes.
you know?
Yes. I
So,
totally understand where you're
and
coming
the interesting thing about it too is, and kudos to Brian and whoever came up with the idea of including the pre-transformed, pre-hybrid head,
Yes.
just in case they don't get to that.
Yes,
version of
exactly.
the
Just
figure,
as a nod to the LJN, and of course
Absolutely.
a nod to the character himself. Now, here's something which hasn't really been covered. Do you think that these actually the fins actually retracted to the bodies, or do you think that they're just literally because it says hybrid, right? So do you think that these are just molded into the legs and the arms?
Yeah, yeah. I think because the way the LGN figures were, it was like a mechanism where you would like
Yes, there was
spin
a small.
the head.
It was just a latch. You could just
Right.
like latch it.
So obviously I don't think they're doing that here, but you know, just the fact that I think the reason they say hybrid is because this is the way they look after they come out of the fish tank. That's what they
Yes,
call the
of course.
because they've transformed into like underwater. But and again, we'll get into that in another episode. But it's such a complex story. It doesn't make sense because they were called tiger sharks before they even went into the fish tank. It's like in the first episode is when Walro introduces them into the fish tank, but they're already called tiger sharks and they're not sharks. So
Well,
it's like they're
that was a code name
human.
for their team. I think. I think that's just a
Yeah,
team
it's
code name.
just kind of weird, dude. Like I don't
It's
know.
kind of like Diamond Dogs, or it's kind of like Navy SEALs. I think it's that kind of thing. I think they were called Tiger Sharks, right? So
Yeah,
it's just their group name, right? But then they obviously took that literally after that and became literal underwater creatures.
right.
So yeah,
And then
I
when we
think that's
talk about toy and like the LGN nod,
yeah.
if you only at Super 7, if you pre-order the whole wave, you get the exclusive Super Pack, which consists of the LJN based toy deco heads. So if you
These
look
always
at
make me laugh.
yeah,
These always
if you look
because
at this, and it's funny because it's like it's literally the same heads, but
yeah,
they
with just
didn't paint the eyes
less
in, and
pain. Yeah, that's why it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh because is that really what this is? Like, and I
basically,
get it. It's fine. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I don't have any hard feelings against it, but I just find it hilarious. I think that's just funny.
yeah,
But it's a bonus at the end of the day. At the end of the day, getting anything additional is always a good in my opinion. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
I
so
agree.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I think it's actually pretty good. Okay, so Octavia. Yeah, man, I think she came out great. Honestly, I think that they did a lot of work on the characters. But obviously, with 3D renders, it's always a little fun to kind of guess how she's actually going to finally end up. But I
Yeah,
think Super 7 can do this one pretty good. I don't think they're gonna. I think this one is going to be okay. The heads aren't like female figures are always a hit and miss with Super 7. That's I think though the octopus head is going to be fine.
yeah.
It's really going to be the human head that's going to really be the hit and miss for me.
And again, it's like they're not human. They have pointed ears, so
It's
they're
just
like
so weird.
elves.
They're like elvish. It's like a weird thing. They're
I
not
just
really
don't
humans.
know. I
It
don't know.
is so, and she's got literally yellow skin. It
Yeah,
is weird, man. It is a weird thing. she's got those extra tentacles for, I guess, the back. I'm not sure where those go because obviously when she's like this, these are molded in tentacles. I think these tentacles go in the back of her head.
I
So,
wonder. I
oh,
wonder.
no,
The way I looked at it was. Let me see. It looks like. Yeah, probably because I
I
thought they
think
were
they're
just
you know
two
what?
different versions.
I think looking at it again, they're swappable. They're all swappable. I think you can swap them for different poses because
They don't
these
show
ones
a
just
back shot, right? They don't show what she looks from the
no,
back.
unfortunately they don't. But I think that what happens this is the draped down effect,
Mhm.
and then these ones can be plugged in because there are four of them again too, right? These are
Right.
four that you can separate so she can move her arms around and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I think that's probably what it is. One thing they missed, in my opinion, is blast effects for the ink shot that comes out of her tentacles because that's
Mm,
one of the big things that's in the beginning of the episode, right? She does an
yeah.
ink shot and then two more tiger sharks come out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
But instead they opted for her ink blaster, right?
Right.
Which is not bad. I mean, I don't mind the ink blaster; it's fine. But she comes with a whole host of different hands. She's got
Mhm.
one pointing hand, one gripping hand, one thumbs up hand. Um, oh, sorry, two gripping hands, two pointer hands, kind of, and one thumbs up hand, and she has two fists, right?
Mhm.
Um, now, again, they're humans, but they're not humans. She only has four toes
Yeah.
in this hybrid state.
I don't know, dude. I don't. Well,
So
here they're just in
this is,
their
as you said,
defense.
it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid.
Yeah, it's a hybrid state.
Everybody watching, this is a bonus head. It's actually not supposed to be with this figure. This is a bonus head. Okay, it
She's
is
not.
as they
She's
said.
not a jaundiced female.
No,
People. She has pointy ears, so she's obviously not human.
so strange, man. She's got 5 fingers with 4 toes.
Yeah.
What is going on? It is a weird cartoon, dude. It is a weird cartoon. But I like her. I like her a lot. They really stuck with her. And if this is the way, if this is true to form, I think it'll be a pretty cool character. And then T-Ray, he's definitely the winner. I think.
Yeah.
He is definitely and I think he's priced as the deluxe, right?
No, he's actually the same
You're
price
kidding.
as everybody else.
You are
$65
kidding.
across the
It's
board.
awesome.
Yeah, because he's not like a Mumra next to a Lion-O. He's
Yeah.
slightly bigger, but not big enough to justify another price point.
Yeah, but what's really cool about that, and what makes you scratch your head, is he's got crazy amounts of stuff compared to the other two for the same price.
Yeah.
Like that just makes me say, if I want to just collect one guy, it would be T-Ray, because
You know
he's
what
got
I don't like though is that that both alternate head expressions, they come with the mask. Like I wish we would have gotten like a grimacing or like a roaring head without the helmet on, you know?
yeah, but that's why
Unless those helmets are removable, because if you could just pop them off,
no,
like if they clip, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, but I don't think you can. It doesn't look like it.
See, I would have liked that head without the helmet.
Yeah, definitely. I think it remains to be seen. Maybe it's made of a softer material. I don't know. But for now, it doesn't look like it, right?
Yeah.
Like it is a very interesting decision that they're making with these characters. But at the end of the day, he's got so much stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
the character alone is just outlandish. I mean, his head alone is it's just crazy, right? He comes with a pointing finger, splayed hand, gripping hand, and this weird shard. I don't know what that what is this shard? Do you remember? Again, I haven't watched enough of the show to really understand what the heck that is. It looks like he's going. It looks like he's going to Superman's Fortress of Solitude and is going to play some memories or something. I don't know.
So that is classified as a crystal.
Yeah, I get that. Wow, it's a crystal. Like I said, he's going.
Just like Mako. Mako comes with a crystal.
You know what? I'm telling you, that island that they freed the Captain, whatever his name is, that's only steps away from the Fortress of Solitude. I mean, they found one of Superman's fortress crystals. He also comes with a rebreather apparatus, and a hose attachment. And I love the detail on this. On the back, you actually see it's got his own insignia on the back with his own head. That's crazy. So very, very cool.
Yeah, my
But
favorite is definitely I can't wait to pose him with his whip and
Oh yeah.
and
Oh, that's a whip. My
yeah,
apologies.
that's a whip.
I
He
thought it was
has
part of the
the rebreather suit
Yeah.
is really cool. And again, this is like the weird shit, right? He's a manta, right?
Yeah.
But he needs this suit to breathe underwater.
No. It's not underwater.
Oh no,
That's
no,
when
it's to breathe outside,
Yeah,
outside the water.
when he gets on when he gets on land is when he
Right. No, you're right. So it's one of those things where I don't know. It's a very
Dude, it's a
convoluted
weird,
and
it's
complex
a weird freaking show.
narrative.
It's a weird show.
Yeah, dude.
It is a
But
weird show.
he looks badass. I hope he moves well. I hope he articulates good. I hope you can get some nice dynamic poses off of him. One thing that I would definitely give major kudos to Super 7 if they did it, I'm not gonna hold my breath, is if these guys came with display bases. Because since these are technically characters that are supposed to be in the ocean, it would be cool to be able to pose them that way using special display bases.
Yeah, like like these floating poses that they're in right now.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, that would be cool. And it'll be, but and the only problem is that Super 7 is not really known for including bases with their figures. So
No,
yeah, so yeah, I totally get where you're coming from. But yeah, that would be a really neat addition. And you know what? Maybe they'll actually sell the bases separately, which would be a good idea, in my opinion. On
Yeah.
that level, right? Yeah, but so the only other question I think we have now is what are like, do you have any reservations when you actually put their human heads on on their bodies? Because again, these are not humans, right? These are their fish forms, right?
Right.
So what's your thoughts about how they look right now?
You know what? I appreciate the effort. I think I don't hate it because I mean, if we look at the cartoons, for example, Mako, when Mako hasn't gone into the fish tank, he's wearing kind of like a surfer,
Yeah, it's a wetsuit.
Wetsuit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wetsuit. Yeah.
So if you look at this, aside from the gills and the formation in the chest, it does kind of look like a wetsuit also. So it could kind of lend itself to those two looks,
Yep.
And I feel the same way for Octavia. So I don't hate it, and I appreciate the effort just because we don't know if we'll get to the pre-hybrid versions.
Yeah. I think it's going to get a little bit weirder when we get to Orca and Dolph. And what was the name of the kid? I can't remember his name anymore.
Oh, he had a really weird name.
Yeah,
Angel is the girl, and then the boy was like I don't recall his name.
Yeah, Angel, and I think he was like someone in the comment section is going to beat us to it. I'm telling you, but I think those are good. I think Angel is perfect. Her bodysuit was her wetsuit was basically the exact same thing as her modified form, right?
Yeah.
And Walro, Walro is exactly the way he should be. Like his suit he's literally wearing a suit. The only thing you got to change are his feet, right?
Yeah.
Because his feet actually transform.
Walro, aside from the head and feet, he's pretty much wearing the same thing.
Yeah, so the exact same outfit.
He probably doesn't need a pre-hybrid figure.
No, I don't agree. I don't. And if they decide to do that, I would call foul. I would call 100% foul on that because he doesn't need it. You're right. He's literally like all you need is the feet and the head and the hands. So
the kid's name is really weird. His name is Bronk. Bronc.
Just so weird. What kind of name is Bronk?
I don't know. And his suit is so weird. Like when he becomes a hybrid,
yeah,
it looks like he has like it's like those anatomy. You remember those anatomy? There was a show back in the 70s or something where a guy had like a tight suit and it was like showing all the muscles and
the muscles
anatomy.
Perfect,
That looks like it looks like he's wearing a sleeveless anatomy suit. It's weird, bro.
Attack on Titan.
I don't know what that has to do with fish. It's weird.
He's freaking Attack on Titan.
Yeah, drunk. So what's your prediction for Wave 2?
So I just got to notice that we lost our Instagram stream. So thank you guys for whoever was. Well, you guys can't even hear us anymore. But it was. I guess I don't know what happened. That was so weird. Can we reconnect?
Well, I know that what I've seen is that Instagram tends to disconnect after an hour of streaming.
It just said, after 1 hour.
Yeah.
That's too bad. So you can only do 1 hour streams on Instagram? That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that is what it is.
That's another reason to subscribe to Thundercats Slayer.
Yeah, another reason to subscribe.
We've been telling
That's wrong. I know, right? That's wrong. I need to rewatch the He-Man and get ready for the movie. 100. I think we're all super hyped about that. Dave Sinelli, TigerSharks. It's not like it's going down the pond catching bluegills or Tommy Cods. Well, we can all dream, right? Ultramag, Brian just doesn't like double jointed. Period. No, I think I think what's happening here is he's sticking with the LJN aesthetic, right? And the LJN aesthetic was Thundercats and Silverhawks. So he's sticking with those bodies. I think that's he's just going with that style, and it hasn't changed for Silverhawks, so it's not going to change for TigerSharks.
Well, it might change, according to what he said. It might change for 2011 Thundercats.
Okay, but that's different. That's a different line entirely. That's a different aesthetic. That's no longer LJN, and it's no longer
Rankin Bass anymore.
That's right. Yeah. It's no longer Rankin Bass. Rupture Farms. What company would you prefer to do Thundercats? I present Sentinel Toys with their Ronin Warriors are amazing. You know what? Here's the thing. I personally think the Super 7 has done a great job with Thundercats. Yes, some of their head sculpts are hit and miss, but for the most part, I think they've done a fine job. I want them to finish off the line, and I'm already so deep into it. I don't want to have to collect another set of Thundercats. You know what I mean? Having said that, if another company comes out with some amazing articulation and the designs that really speak to me, hell yeah, I'm going for it. But for now, I think that I really want Super 7 to finish Thundercats. And
I would say Mondo.
Oh, yes. But Mondo's already doing a Thundercats.
112, though.
112.
112 and not Mondoverse. Actual
You want cartoon. You want Rankin Bass.
The recipe that they're doing with RGB with Thundercats.
Oh, okay. Got you.
But you know what? You know what's very interesting? And I don't know why it's happening. With such a resurgence of third-party product, I am so surprised that nobody has messed around with the Thundercats figures, man. Like, we haven't gotten anything from all these third-party companies. They're doing World of Warcraft, they're doing God of War, they're doing all these unlicensed DC and Marvel figures, and I'm surprised that nobody's been like, hey, I'm gonna do Lion Guy, and
yeah. But you and I talked about this earlier. They go for the lowest hanging fruit, which there's more of an that's why you see the DCs. That's why you see, the Warhammers, because they know that there's an audience out there who will not question it, right? They'll be like, shit, that's an awesome design. I want that, right? It's the lowest hanging fruit. Thundercats, as much as you said, I think you would need to target South America or, other like Latinos and for the diehard fans for Thundercats, you know what I mean? And I think that, again, low hanging fruit wise, China just China. Third party companies just don't go to markets outside of North America for that. They really want to target North America for the low hanging fruit, and I think that that's probably where that is now. Mind you, if somebody is brave enough to take that risk, I think that they would waken up a monster. Oh. You know what I mean? I think they would wake up a monster, but convincing one of those companies to actually even do it is hard, because again, you're playing with a lot of fire when you do these things, right? They get shut down fast. Like, they get shut down, they make a little bit of money, they get shut down, and they reopen as another brand. It happens all the time. You know what I mean? So it's a really big toss up in terms of like what you can and cannot do. Eric Leckman, yep, I'm ordering this wave. Absolutely. Received shipping preparations update from the Silverhawks Wave 7. Nice. Love it, brother.
Yeah,
Love it.
and the new Silverhawks are shipping already, dude.
Yep.
That was a pre-sale.
That's so cool. David Allen, I love the Tiger Sharks, and I ordered them immediately for the extra pack. Nice. I love it. Little black eyes. Hitchcock 100. Good night, bro. How's it going? Good to see you, brother. Always good to see Hitchcock. Dave Sanelli. Backpack is how he carries the shark chow.
Chow. His chum.
Oh my god.
It's chum.
Dude, that's funny.
Chum backpack.
It's the chum backpack. Eric Legman, if you note the marketing, they're labeled. Yes. Actually, that's exactly what JP said. JP said that these are the hybrid versions. Hitchcock, there's a series that didn't come here to Brazil. I only found out about it years later with the internet. Oh, wow. Okay, well, that would make sense. Sorry. Ed Miguel. To celebrate the 41st anniversary, I'd like you guys to pick your favorite Thundercats figure.
Figure? Oh, okay.
You go ahead. JP.
Oh man, my favorite figure. Okay, I'm gonna say my favorite figure to date, as of right now, Thundercats, would have to be. I really love Slythe. I love that figure. It's just so. It really captures the essence of the character, and it still moves so well. Sculpted by Eric Treadway from the Four Horsemen. You could tell that he really loved that character because he put so much TLC into really capturing that Rankin Bass look. Definitely Slythe.
So JP literally stole that from me. I'm going to put it this way: from Super 7, Slythe, 100%. Like I totally agree. When I saw Slythe, the first thing I have to have that. There's just no way I'm not getting that figure. He looks too good. Out of all the figures that have been produced, he really is literally like A, he came out of the TV screen. B, the way he moves, the way you expect a Slythe character to be, he looks freaking insane.
Yeah.
But in terms of like all the Thundercats that have come out throughout the years, and this is kind of boring, but Light Up Lino for LJN, still to this day, I still have him, and he still is to this day one of the best characters ever. He still had like the sword chopping action, the light up eyes, everything about him. The messed up Thundercats logo. I love that. I just love it. Right. So on that note, JP, what's your favorite LJN figure?
Panthro.
Absolutely. Even with his Master Universe squat feature,
with
and he's nunchakus. Yeah, two arms going crazy. Still one of the best characters. Absolutely. Yeah, man. So I hope that helps, Ed. Eric, man, I wish Super 7 could do the Sunbow G.I. Joe Ultimates. I'm hoping so too. It's not like they haven't lost the license yet. They still have it, I think. I need Sergeant Slaughter and Dreadnoks. The Cold Slither craze for the 2025 should have been the moment to release the wave of Cold Slither Ultimates. I hear you, brother. I hear you. I hope that they continue because I love the Sunbow cartoon. I really do. War Chest full of toys. War Chest is here. Yes, he is. You are here, brother. Dave Sanelli. Trivia. What's the first sound that introduced the movie Jaws?
The first sound.
I think it was the snorkel, right? It was a bunch. It was like a air bubbles, like when it's kind of like the what was it called? It's kind of like Darth Vader when he's right the bubbles that the rise. I think that's what it was. I don't know. Tell us, Dave. Hint: it's not a cello. It's not a cello sweep. No, I know it's not. I know that. I know it's not. I know for a fact it wasn't. I already knew that. That I knew. Eric Lickman. Good thing about the bonus pack, its cost is the same. Yes, that's the one. Like, the only thing about Super 7, as always, is the shipping prices are not the best. Mm. I'm not gonna lie. Like, oftentimes I go with either Entertainment Earth or Big Red Toaster because you either get free shipping or you get $4 shipping. Yeah. I'd rather have $4 shipping, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
T-Ray is the money shot of this line. Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Valdez, you are right on the money with that. Eric, these are cartoony, so Super 7 will probably do good enough. Yep, I think so. They better come correct with the paint, or this line will be DOA. I have to agree. Sometimes it is a hit or miss. Sometimes. Bradley Ghost. Jay, what is one of your favorite Robot Masters? Are you excited for Mega Man 12 next year? Okay. My favorite Robot Master of all time is Crash Man. Some people call him Clash Man. But he's got 2 freaking drills with bombs. Okay, Mega Man 2, Crash Man. He's my absolute favorite Robot Master. All right. JP, did you play Mega Man? Do you have a favorite Robot Master?
Yeah, I think Cutman was
Cutman is awesome.
super cool.
With the big, huge freaking scissors. The guy's awesome. Alex Valdez, Mondo Bravestar is going to be amazing. Yes, I am looking forward to that. I want to see what they look like. I am on bated breath. And the crazy thing is that I'm pretty sure JP could just ask to take a look. That's what's funny about that. Hitchcock 100. Would it be? Well, it would be great to get Black Star and Bravestar Super Set. So the funny thing about Black Star is that was Galoob. So a lot of people think that it was like Mattel. It wasn't. It was Galoob. And I don't know who has the rights to Black Star. That's the one thing I don't like. Who has the rights to Black Star? I think Black Star was a creator-owned property, honestly. But John Blackstar, fun trivia, was one of the outside of Tonto and a few others, he was like the first real Native American superhero, like superhero, like that type of idea. You know what I mean? And he doesn't get enough credit. I really like John Blackstar when he came out. Obviously, Bravestar took over the mantle years later, right? But I would like to see more of John Blackstar. I thought Blackstar was a fun cartoon.
Yeah.
And I would like, and one thing, and I did, people ridiculed me for this, but I would like action features to come back to collectibles. I want that sparking necklace that he had. I think that thing was really, really cool. Todd say, Jay can be Linkso. This is actually true. This is very true. I could totally be, but then I wouldn't be able to see where I was going. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Ghost Mumra is next level.
David, Ghost Mumra is next level. I can't but disagree. I cannot disagree. Sorry. Hitchcock. Today, I think it's easier to buy straight from the source than wait for a company to bring it to the national line. But that's what's been happening lately. That's actually why Super 7 does what they do. However, they have been trying to branch out to retail, and it's been a bit of a hit and miss for that too. In the past, we had to maintain companies like Brazil, Gaslight, and Estrella selling G.I. Joe, Thundercats, TMNT, Rambo, Motu. Yeah, a lot of companies like Mattel does not have a presence in at the time. Mattel and Hasbro did not have presences in South America, so they had to go to other companies to hand the license off to. And those are very collectible. Anybody who has those are literally like sitting on gold mines. Bronk, yes, Bronk. We were trying to figure out the name, and it was Bronk. Fish in Distress. Okay, but that's the scene. If you were going to talk about a scene, his head, like the fish's head, literally got bitten off. But you said sound. Did you say sound?
He did.
He said sound.
The first sound.
It was the first sound. Hitchcock. We had another one called Mimo that bought Sectars. Yep. Oh, and I love what they're doing with Sectars. The hand puppets are back. God, I need those. Alex Mendez. We really need a Classel Plundar, Mutant Mothership, Ancient Spirits playset, Tower of Omens, Feliner, Flagship. Too many to list. You know what? We have Fragments coming to the rescue for many of those. So hopefully you guys can follow Fragments and get those on board. Ultramag. He's called Bronc because he's a seahorse in a Bronco house. Okay, I get it.
Horse, okay.
I get it. I understand. But that doesn't make that like his suit still looks weird.
No, but here's the thing. He wasn't a seahorse before, so why was he called Bronc?
Yeah, he was some weird thing. He was just some weird
it just doesn't make
freaking they're all freaking alien fish, man. It's weird. Eric Dahlquist. Last week I got the Lords of Power Castle Grayskull Origin. Dude, that is so cool, man.
Cool.
Congratulations. That's awesome. Ashrang. I'm watching Thundercats while prepping for you are just tugging at my heartstrings. Yeah, JP doesn't have to worry about the snowmageddon we're getting. 23 centimeters, JP.
Dude, it's
23 centimeters. 24 hours
here.
24 hours of snow. What? What did you say?
It was 82 degrees today.
Screw you, man. Screw you. Ultramag. If you look at the other line, Super 7, besides the 2000 Turtles, none of them have double joints, proving my point. I got you. Essay. We need Super 7 Black Star since G.I. Joe seems dead at Super 7. I guess I'm not disagreeing with you, brother. I'm not disagreeing with you. Negative side. As much as the people want to give a flack to Super 7, they're the only ones keeping Thundercats, Silverhawks, and now TigerSharks public eye and also making the figures. I can't disagree there either. I really can't. Essay. JP, it's their code names like Mako. Jay, we get hurricanes here. Okay, all right. Look, I'm not trying to compare, natural disasters. That's not what I'm trying.
We get hurricane warnings. We haven't had a hurricane do anything significant, at least in my neck of the woods, since 1992. So it's crazy because I always tell my wife that's what I hate about Florida, because when it's hurricane season, everybody's like on high alert, board your fucking windows, do this, do that, and nothing ends up happening, bro. Nothing. You get hit like on the coast, or the storm grazes us and hits Georgia or hits some other state up north. It's like,
but count your blessings, though, JP.
Oh, no, definitely count blessings. But what pisses me off is the money that you spend in prep, and then it's money lost, because then you're like, nothing happened.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. All right, so we're going to end off tonight by reacting to the Motu trailer, and then a small discussion on what does this mean for Thundercats going forward. So let's take a look at this kick-ass trailer, and let's react to it a little bit, because honestly, when I saw this, JP, my hope for this movie finally started going up, because I was worried for a long time, JP.
Me too, man.
I was worried for a long time. All right, guys. If you haven't seen it yet, which I doubt very much
doubt.
Here we go. We are going to take a look and react to the Massive Universe trailer. This one's going to be a lot of fun.
All that stuff that only exists in legends and bedtime stories. Talking tigers, spaceships, and magic swords.
Castle freaking Grayskull, man. Look at that.
As a god.
Did you hear what he said? He said talking tigers.
Yeah, talking tigers. Confirmation.
I know, basically. Okay. Did anybody think that should have been Battle Cat?
Why did you send me away?
You know the dude.
Be safe.
Yeah, but they didn't want to spoil it.
You to a place
They didn't want to
that they
spoil
don't
that
find
yet.
yet.
There's the sorceress. If you blink, you'll miss her.
Yeah.
This obsession with nerd
He,
stuff
him.
and sword things
He,
is
man.
not a good look for human resources.
Okay, so this is the funniest scene ever. It's in a freaking toy store.
I know, it
Mattel
sounds
could
crazy.
not help themselves. Oh, by the way,
That
I'm going to pause it
sword-
right here. Do you see what I see, JP?
Yep. I see Lionel
I
standing
see
on
Lionel,
the
bro.
cliff.
I see Lionel. And you know what that means? That is a wink saying, guys, Thundercats the movie is coming.
Dude is gonna show me the way home.
They've got a freaking barbarian holding on to the sword of power. I love
Sir,
it.
you can't do that.
Don't worry, the sword's mine.
That's Torak.
That is Korak, yeah. That's Korak. Now, if you'll see the sorceress here for a fraction of a second. There she is.
It's about to get weird.
I did a whole freaking Easter egg video, and I still missed a whole bunch of stuff. It's crazy. People are saying that that's the Starship Eternia. I'm not 100% sure, but it could be. Cringer is massive.
Yeah.
Cringer is huge.
What am I supposed
There were
to
so
do?
many heroes in that walk, and it was like a 1
It's like
second.
you blink and miss it. Yeah.
What do you think of Fisto?
Dude, he looks awesome, man.
He does. Trapjaw looks freaking cool too, man.
Yes.
Beastman. Whoa, Beastman.
Dude, Beastman is like Mondo all the way.
No, so there's the thing. I really think that Travis Knight has collected the Mondo figures, because Beastman looks like the Mondo figure. He-Man's look is from the original release from Mondo's He-Man.
Yeah.
Like I did a side-by-side comparison. I'm gonna do a whole video on it. Masters of you. Just look at
That's
Snake Mountain.
amazing right there, dude.
Blue skin Skeletor, man. Oh my god. So we're gonna talk about the elephant in the room, because everybody wants us to talk about the elephant in the room. But man, this tells me that Thundercats is not too far away, JP.
No.
I'm gonna put it out there. Thundercats is not too far away. This depending on how this movie does, Thundercats is next. You know what I mean? Thundercats is next. Like it's got to be. A couple things I did want to point out. First of all, there's the sorceress, right? You can actually see her. She's glowing. So sorceress confirmed, right? This was just meta like crazy, but there it is, man. That can't be anybody but Lionel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The
Lionel, for
pose,
sure.
the way it's posed, the way the sword is being held up.
That was the pop culture shock. No. Yeah, I think it's the pop culture shock Lionel. Either that or the Iron Hero. Remember that collection they did? It was
Yeah. I know what
Rankin
you're talking
Bass. They did Lionel. They did Tigra.
Yeah, I know what
They
you're
didn't
talking
get to do everybody.
about. Yeah, but that is 100%
Hard Hero.
Oh, hard. Yes. But that is 100% without a doubt. That's Lionel.
Yeah,
That is
sure.
absolutely Lionel. So Thundercats movie confirmed, guys. Thundercats movie confirmed. So this actually here, check it out. If you actually look in the background here, here's another thing. Big Jim.
Yeah.
Freaking all these nods to Mattel
marketing, dude.
toy lines. But remember, Big Jim is where is where Battlecat comes from.
Yeah.
Right? Because the Battlecat jungle set came with a cat.
Yeah.
And that cat was eventually turned into Battlecat. But check this out. This is Torak. The logo is in the background. You can actually see it. It says Torak right there. And this, what he's actually pulling out of, everyone, like, at first I thought it was Vicor, right? But it's not. It's actually Torak. It actually is Torak. And you can tell because of his gauntlets. His gauntlets are what give it away, right? Those are Torak's gauntlets. This movie is looking freaking insane. Absolutely freaking bonkers. Again, if you blink and you'll miss it, there's the sorceress right here. There she is. See how she's got her wings up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking she's teleporting Prince Adam right now. She's using her powers to teleport Prince Adam out of there, because there's definitely something going on right there, because it talks about power, right? But she's doing something, man. She's doing something. So a lot of mysteries going on here. And Pixel Dan pointed this out, and I didn't even realize it was going on. He's doing the hey laugh because the colors.
Yeah.
So he's doing hey. Yeah. He's doing the little
what's
laugh.
going on?
Yeah, what's going on? Right. So that's there, because he did it in the leaked photos, right? So that's cool. What are your thoughts about Roboto?
It doesn't look like the Roboto we're accustomed to, but it doesn't look horrible. It's
I don't mind it.
It's a different kind of design.
I mean, Kristen Wiig. It's gonna be interesting to hear her performance. But again, it's gonna be one of those weird things where I've always grown up with a male Roboto, and now we're getting a female Roboto, and I kind of find it funny because Mr. Home Arcade predicted this.
You know what I would love? I would love to see Man at Arms have like his shoulder pauldron like enlarge. Like it has some sort of mechanism where it gets bigger.
Yeah.
Like 2000X Man at Arms.
It would be cool if he had to do a body check to a door, and then all of a sudden it just grows 3 times larger, so it doesn't get anything. That would be cool. They do a football check or something like that. It would be cool. Any thoughts on Grayskull? Like, there's a Roton. I thought that was really neat.
Yeah.
And they have Fright Flyers as well. So here, check this out. This is Battle Bones. The rib cage. Do you see the rib cage?
Yeah.
Right, and the head's on the other side. This is 100% Battle Bones. And in the back, you can see Mechanic, Ram Man. You see Fisto. And then there's this mystery character here in the back that none of us could identify. All right. Some people said it might be King Randor. So interesting. Right behind Man at Arms.
Yeah, I'm getting a vibe like Randor dies.
Interesting.
I think like that scene where they're running through Grayskull.
Yeah.
You pointed out Randor was with them.
I did point that out.
Behind. So
he does disappear.
I feel like he dies.
Dies or gets captured. See, there's so many things we
Yeah.
just don't know. Here's the other thing. Do you see these red roots that are everywhere? Did you know? Have you noticed that?
Yeah, what is that?
This red moss is everywhere.
Well, you
I-
know what I noticed when you were doing your deep dive on the
Yeah.
geography,
Yeah.
when you cross the bridge and you're on the side of Grayskull, if you look at everything is kind of like that autumn red. So
Yeah.
probably that depicts like the evil territory, and it's almost like these vines are corrupting Castle Grayskull.
Is it that, or is it Mossman spying on everybody?
I don't know about Mossman
I
because
mean, yeah.
Mossman
If it
is
was Mossman, it should be green, right? That's what.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering.
I see it more like a corruption, like Skeletor's corruption is seeping into Grayskull.
That's
and
an interesting idea.
Those vines.
That's interesting. But I'm wondering, and here's something else that I was wondering. I'm wondering if they're doing a bait and switch. I'm wondering if those are if when we finally see them in the movie, they're all green. They just don't want to give away the idea that Mossman is actually doing something sneaky. You know what I mean? Because they do that in Marvel. They do that in Marvel all the time. So anyway, something else to think about. The Collector, man. Like I was like, oh my god, they actually brought in the Collector. That's freaking, and you can tell because look, it's got claws and everything.
Yeah.
Right? So that's really neat. What are your thoughts about Skeletor's first appearance? I mean, like,
Oh, dude. I love it, man. I think it's so iconic. I think the only thing, and I'm pretty sure a lot of fans probably feel the same way, is I wish he would have had the crossbones chest harness. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
But and when I look at this, it looks very reminiscent to the 1/1 scale Skeletor bust from Pop Culture.
Yes, everyone's talking about. Actually, everyone's talking about. What's it called? What are they called? Tweeterhead. Everyone's saying Tweeterhead. Everyone's saying that this is.
Tweeterhead. Sorry, Tweeterhead.
Yeah, everyone's saying that
the
this
1/1 scale Skeletor.
Yes, and I agree. This is basically Tweeterhead. This is Tweeterhead. I think that Travis Knight is inspired by many pop culture ideas. I think that many of the characters look like Mondo action figures. I think this was definitely taken from Tweeterhead. I think that there's a lot of inspiration being thrown around, and I love it. I think it's great. Fisto actually has a rocket-powered fist action.
That's cool shit.
You see it right here. There
That's
it is.
gonna be the next role play, like Hulk hands. Watch.
Oh yes, that's exactly what I told. That's exactly what I said to thing there. You see the rocket power in the back there.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about Spikor?
Spikor looks cool. I've never really been a big fan of Spikor in Filmation, so I kind of like this more organic look to him, where he's more monstrous versus the cartoon Spikor is more almost kind of like semi robotic in a way. Like he has a very geometric head, and he looks kind of doofy. That was the only thing I didn't really like about Filmation is that
He's supposed to be a hedgehog or a porcupine, right?
Yeah, but it looks like with Filmation, my critique is that those villains, they always look like clumsy and dorky, like they were cross-eyed and stuff like that. That's one of the things that for me trumps villainy and all that stuff in Thundercats, is because their villains, they're kind of doofy at times, but they never look, they don't look it. They're not cross-eyed or like looking retarded like the villains in Motu,
I know what you're saying, but that's part of why the movie has to be done this way. Because honestly, it's a whole bunch of freaks. It's a whole bunch of freaks. Even Kronos, he gets turned into freaking Trapjaw. You know what I mean?
Dude. And I can't wait to see like a full look at Kronos. Did you see that there's pictures? There's actual I guess they're glam shots or whatever of Battle Cat. There's pictures of Evil.
Those are AI.
Those are AI?
If you head over to Canal dos Mineros, the first thing he says is these were AI generated.
Oh, dude.
But they look good. They look so good.
Yeah, dude.
They look so good.
The Battle Cat was like, whoa, that's perfect.
Yeah, it is, and I'm hoping it looks something like that. I really am. But as
Let
soon
me
as you
ask you,
saw,
do you think there's going to be a Panther in the movie?
I hope so. I hope that there's a big battle between Krenger and Panther, and Krenger has to transform in order to beat Panther. I'm hoping that that's
Yeah,
definitely something
man.
that would be really, really spectacular. But the only other thing I really want to talk about in the film afterwards is there's a lot of toys here, man. I mean, the
Oh,
Fright
dude.
Flyer,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like they're basically setting us up for like so many different toys. Eva Lynn looks crazy, man. I
Yeah.
really like the way Eva Lynn looks. She looks freaking awesome. Very 2000X though.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about Eva Lynn?
Oh, I love Evelyn. She looks great, and she almost looks. I don't know, just the lighting, but she looks like she has kind of yellow skin.
A little bit, yeah, and white hair. She's definitely look
Tila,
right there. That's
Tila
100%
is very
white.
2000X. I would like to see her with her hair did like fixed up and with a tiara to see
Yeah.
more like a classic Tila. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I think everyone's hoping for a tiara eventually, but yeah, I guess we'll have to see. So, but yeah, these two, I'm waiting for a really good fight with those two. There's man, Cringer doesn't look meek at all. He looks like he means some business, man.
No, yeah.
But I can't wait to see when he talks. I think when we see
Do we know who's voicing Cringer or Battlecat?
I don't know. I'm not sure that was ever announced, which is why everyone's wondering if he's going to talk.
Right.
Hitchcock. It seems the scene of the royal family running towards Grayskull where we lose Randor. His colors are the same as the figure. Yes, it's Burger King Randor.
Yeah, it looks Formation. Yeah.
It's definitely Burger King Randor. GT James Alt. Who is Torak? Torak, with a K, is an original design by Mark Taylor.
Yes.
The original designer of He-Man for Master Universe. He was an original character just prior to the Master Universe, and a lot of people believe that he was the archetype for He-Man.
Yes.
If you type in Torak Mark Taylor, you'll be able to find him. Or changing it to Zor, yes, for sure. But yeah, there was a lot of great things to like Man at Arms taking on the freaking Collector. And then there's this, of course. We get that iconic. Did you see how filmation that was? In the background, you could actually the smoke created Castle Grayskull.
Yeah.
I thought that was freaking awesome. Like a lot of great nods to the history of Masters of the Universe. It's really, really cool. And what are your thoughts about the Cordite Cross?
The Cordite.
The Cordite Cross. What are your thoughts about the Cordite
Oh,
Cross?
dude, I love it, man. It looks awesome, dude. I'm glad they went with that versus an H. You know what I mean? Or creating some other symbol.
Yeah, they created the star thing for 2000X. It was a little bit strange. I think I'm really happy that they brought back the Cordite Cross, and they've stylized it in such a way that it doesn't look like an Iron Cross. You know what I mean? Which is very, very different.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that was causing a lot of confusion for a lot of people at some point. So I'm really glad that they decided to go in that direction. And then of course Skeletor. I mean Skeletor, like you said, it's going to be interesting. I don't think he'll make or break the. Actually, he could definitely make or break the movie 100%. But what are your thoughts? I mean, he looks freaking awesome.
Dude, here's the thing. Like, I think visually he looks amazing. I don't know why there's so much negative and derogative comments about Jared Leto. I don't think he's a horrible actor. You know, sometimes when you attach yourself to a project and your writer and your director has a certain vision, you know, all you got to do is you carry it out. Like, I think he got a bad rap for doing that hideous iteration of Joker in Suicide Squad, but that's not his fault. That was just his job, you know. I think he looked awesome in Morbius. It's probably not the best film out there, but he looked like freaking Morbius, dude. And he's not a bad actor, in my opinion, you know.
Yeah, but there's rumors going about his activities outside of acting. So I think
they said something, but here's the thing. I remember hearing something about it. But if it were legit, I feel like he would have been kicked out of the production and he would have been recast. So I think that was just something because we heard it and then it went away and we heard nothing again. So I feel like that was just somebody trying to like give him a bad rap or someone trying to get
Maybe,
money.
but
You know?
it's significant enough that that it has affected. The real problem is that so far every production he's been associated with seems to have this little like hiccup curse, like like Tron Ares did not do well at the box office,
Mhm.
right? So I think that's another reason why people are kind of like gun shy to talk about Jared Leto a lot, and that's another reason. Actually, a lot of people are speculating he didn't talk once in the trailer. So weird, very very strange. But I don't care. I'm looking forward to a really really great movie. I think
Yeah.
that's really what's going to happen. But what really is important to talk about here is if this film does well, JP, Thundercats is next.
Oh yeah.
Thundercats
For sure.
is 100% next if this film does well. If this film does
Absolutely.
well, we're getting a Thundercats film.
Bonafide,
So-
100%. And it's funny when I was talking to Peter Lawrence last week, we were talking about that, right?
Mhm.
And his opinion, he feels like Thundercats doesn't have as much of a following like Marvel, Star Wars, Motu, but I was like, well, Marvel and Star Wars, you can't really because those are comic based. Marvel's comics, uh, Star Wars began as a film, and it's a pop culture icon. But Thundercats is big, man. I think a lot of people don't realize how big Thundercats is because they're not aware of its fandom worldwide. They only see it at a
Worldwide.
scope of
Yeah.
here in the States,
Mhm.
But me, I have like a bird's eye view of the realistic fandom because, dude, I gotta tell you, probably like 70% of my followers every day when I'm looking at them, it's Brazil, Chile, Argentina, Colombia.
Yep.
It's not a lot of American people, and you know, it's just I don't know. I think what it is I think Thundercats is still in syndication in a lot of Hispanic countries, in Latin America, and that's probably what has that fervor and such a much stronger following worldwide in other countries is because they probably don't have to resort to Hulu. They probably can actually just tune in to their local broadcast channel and watch Thundercats. I feel that there's probably still some countries that have that.
That may be the case, but unfortunately, the money and the production and everything, it has to come from America.
Oh
We
yeah,
won't do that, right?
absolutely, yeah.
So this movie, He-Man and the Master of the Universe, Master of the Universe, has to do well if we're ever going to see a Thundercats movie, because Hollywood looks at the money, unfortunately. So if this thing at least makes back its budget, we have a very very good chance of seeing a Thundercats film. And I'm always optimistic and trepidatiously. I'm still a little wary, but this trailer has given me hope. This trailer has given me so much more hope than
for sure.
like even 3 months ago, right? Even 3 months ago, this movie really has given me a lot more hope, and I
No,
am hoping for the
absolutely.
best. Yeah,
I
I'm
feel
hoping-
like, look, we've been wanting this Motu movie. We got to a point last year where we're like, this shit's not happening ever. And then all of a sudden, boom, surprise, it's coming. Because how many directors and how many failed productions did they go through? They've been announcing this for 10 years, right? So we really lost our hope. And now that it's finally happening, I feel it's because Mattel sees that the vision that Travis Knight had, it's really their vision and it's really doing justice to the IP and the brand. You know what I mean? Looking at certain character design decisions like Skeletor, like Beast Man, like even Man at Arms, it's just like they're staying very true to the original formula, and I think that's really important.
Yep, yep. And I hope that it continues, because one of the other things that I don't want, like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z. I don't want them to make up this convoluted storyline about Goku growing up on Earth as a young kid, and you know what I mean, like just bullshit like that. I don't want the Thundercats to be mutated human beings. I just don't want that to happen, man.
No, no.
Like one of the biggest problems with the Master Universe film, everyone's always like, why is it happening on Earth? And that's one thing I just don't want to happen.
So this is something like a really interesting anecdote that came up on my recent conversation with Peter Lawrence, is the fact that, and I think we talked about this as well, Third Earth is generationally Earth.
Yeah.
But like in a future, in a dystopian
future. Yeah.
And one of the things that solidifies that and confirms that is the episode Excalibur.
Mm-hmm.
Excalibur is a legend from England.
Yeah.
So how would the sword be on Third Earth?
But even before that, there's a Hachiman. He brought Hachiman and Ninja back from the time of the Japanese, right? Yeah. He said, "This is the samurai," right? Like that's exactly what he said. Hachiman comes from a time of Earth where the samurai existed, and he brought the ninja from that same time period.
Yeah.
So like it is Earth. It is the third age of Earth, where like other things have evolved. He lives on a pyramid. He lives in a freaking pyramid.
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel like a movie would be, and that was something we talked about as well, where Peter feels like Thundercats should do something streaming first to then build up the hype for Hollywood to give them the green light to do a full production.
I'll agree with you in one thing. They need another TV show. They need another TV show to get everyone acclimated back to Thundercats. They should finish off the original the 2009 Thundercats. They need to finish that off, right? If they finish that off, get everybody hyped up again, right? And it's not like it hasn't been done. Friends got a final season. You know what I mean? So many other shows got a final season. So you know what? Finish off that series. Get all the Thundercats fans back together. You know what I mean? All of us. A movie does things for properties like Master Universe is the hottest thing right now. Why? Because this freaking trailer just blew the F up. It blew the pop culture world up, right? You put a kid like Nicholas Galitzine, who is really a heartthrob for all these little tween kids, like it's changing the landscape for Master Universe. It really is. I've got viewers on my channel that I've never ever seen before.
Yeah.
So you know what? Thundercats needs a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Thundercats needs a freaking movie. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for the 41st anniversary of Thundercats. You guys are freaking awesome. Last comments before we start logging off. But you know what, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. You guys are the best. Helter Santos, what's up? I think this movie is going to kick butt, but wouldn't it be cool if Granomir was in it? Dude, that would be sick. Oh my god. Granomir, I love Granomir. One of my absolute favorite characters of all time. Negative Sight. Who do you want to play Lion-O? Oh my gosh. You know what we'll do? We'll save that for another episode. Let's do a fan casting episode, JP, where we just fan cast the whole cast of Thundercats. I think that would be sick. What do you think?
Yeah.
So guys, get yourselves ready. Get your fan cast ready because we're going to go through an entire fan cast for Thundercats. I think it's going to be fun. Don't forget, guys, we're getting a Voltron movie, dude. Yeah. The Voltron movie is the most
secret, dude.
It's vaporware, man. It's not happening. It is freaking vaporware. It doesn't exist. Okay. Somebody said Henry Cavill's in it. Screw that. This movie does not fucking exist. Okay, I'm telling you right now. It is vaporware. It doesn't exist. All right. Until I see a trailer, it does not exist. Just like Master Universe. Hitchcock. If they wanted to keep the secret identity plot, I think we'd have two different actors for both He-Man and Adam. Technically, we did. He was very, very young, like a really young kid. But I know what you're trying to say. I think he did the work to become He-Man. I think he's actually a pretty decent size. I'm not going to say that.
As far as physicality, I think he needs a sandwich, but it's he fits the part. It looks good.
Yeah.
He looks good. Yeah. I wish he was a little bigger. Honestly, I feel like he needed to beef up a little more.
I agree. I think that he should have at least been a Chris Evans size. I think Chris Evans when he got jacked, I think that was a really cool representation. And Hugh Jackman when he got jacked. But let me tell you, man, when he did that scene in the bed, he was dry as F. He had no water. They gave him diuretics like he was going out of style. He could barely move. If you actually watch that scene from Days of Future Past again, he was breathing hard. He could barely move, man. It was crazy. It was nuts. He was going to have a heart attack. Damien Ristorti, I don't laugh, but I adore Centurions. Dude, I would love Centurions. That's not even a laughable subject. I am a huge Centurions fan. I would love a Centurions movie. Oh, my God.
I think that needs a cartoon first, though.
Yes, I agree. Mario! Toy Cartel is in the house. With the Voltron movie coming, do you think we might see a Voltron movie? See, that's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't exist. Okay, the Voltron movie does not exist. Okay, like seriously, it's vaporware, guys. It's freaking vaporware. They keep teasing us with it. It's never gonna happen. Eduardo Castillo, didn't Thundercats start in Japan? No. Thundercats has been an American property through and through. It was animated in Japan.
Yeah,
it was animated in Japan, but it's always been an American property. Ashrang, you are so welcome, my friend. Thank you for always joining us.
You.
Do you think the original Lion-O should get a cameo? Absolutely, 100%. If Larry Kenny shows up in Master Universe, I would die. I would literally fall over in my seat. It would be freaking hilarious. Clint Jorgensen, they will probably have Pedro play Lion.
No.
Adam Wingard is supposed to work on Thundercats movie right now. That was a long time ago. We don't know who's going to do it now. We have no idea. And last comment before we log off, guys. Spiral Zone would work as a post-COVID world. That's actually a really good point. That actually is a really good point. JP, thank you for joining, brother. It's always great hanging out with you. Happy anniversary to you, JP. 41 years of Thundercats. What are you working on, JP? And
lots of stuff, man. Lots of stuff. Working on a lot of stuff. Some things I can't really talk about, as always, but it's exciting to keep those little secrets. Working on my toy line from the Realm. Working on some other projects. Working on some creative stuff. And one of the things that I'm thinking about right now, which is something that I feel will also bring more hype and stuff like that. I'm going to talk to somebody I met recently about getting like a gallery show to celebrate Thundercats and have like local artists do paintings and whatever creative stuff to celebrate the brand and have like an actual gallery host an event, maybe like on a weekend or something. So that's something I'm definitely looking forward to. And of course, we've talked about it too. How awesome would it be to celebrate the 42nd anniversary of Thundercats by announcing a Thundercats convention, right? So,
hey, brother, I'm like, if you're okay to do it late in the year, we can do it. We can do it in the 41st. Like, again, it's just about timing at the end of the day. But
yeah, it all depends. It depends on things. I mean, obviously, my hopes and aspirations is for my toy line to finally happen this year. So all depends on how that kind of works out. That might really take up a lot of my time. So just gonna see how things spin out. But right now I'm considering going to Toylanta in Georgia. Are you going?
I do believe I am going to Toylanta. So I'll see you there, brother.
Yeah, I'm planning on going. Most likely Carlos will not be joining us. He's dealing with a lot of stuff in his personal business and stuff like that. That's just really swallowing up a lot of his time. But I think definitely going to be going there. Hopefully Comic-Con, Monsterpalooza, and Legion's Con. I think those are like the four main shows that I'm hoping to bring, from the Realm and bring the fire and bring some really cool new stuff to show people and get people hyped about this toy line.
Sweet. And we are looking forward to that 100%, JP. Guys, please follow JP. And of course, he is working on something really awesome, which is called From the Realm, a wonderful new toy line, which he's trying to kickstart later this year. So we'll have more information about that in Toylanta in only about a month from now, 2 months from now, actually. It's going to be absolutely thrilling. And guys, don't forget, JP and I are working on an incredible convention in California, Redondo Beach, California.
Yes.
Motuniverse. If you guys got hyped for the Master Universe trailer, then come celebrate with us at the Motuniverse May 23rd and 24th at the Torrance Marriott in Redondo Beach, California. You can actually get tickets right now on motuniverse.com, motuniversecon.com. And right now we have early bird pricing. Kids under 10 are free. So guys, definitely bring your kids, have a great time. We're going to be doing deep dives into the Master Universe movie, obviously the history of Master Universe, all the way from the toy line to Filmation to the Mike Young series 2000X, Master Universe, New Adventures He-Man, of course, Revelation Revolution, the whole 9 yards. We're celebrating everything. And of course, the movie. It's going to be freaking awesome. And we have some amazing guests, including Rudy Obrera, the man who created all the wonderful artwork for every one of the box arts back in 1982. We have, from the 1987 movie, we have Blade, Anthony DeLongis. He's going to be there and recanting all of his stories. He was also a Kazon Ogla in Star Trek, and so many other wonderful figures for Sword and Sorcery. He's also going to do a weapons demonstration. It's going to be freaking amazing.
That's cool.
Alan freaking Oppenheimer,
Yeah.
who does not do many conventions anymore. He is actually going to be at Multiverse 2026. This could be one of the few chances you do get to actually see Alan Oppenheimer, the voice of Skeletor, the voice of Battlecat, the voice of Duncan, Man at Arms. He was also freaking Falcor, Mighty Mouse, as well as so many different Transformers guys. Definitely meet Alan Oppenheimer. And moving on with Attorney and Royalty, we have the voice of She-Ra, Melendi Britt. She was absolutely incredible. She also did Catra as well as Adora, one of the earlier versions of Batgirl. So many different characters. Definitely meet Melendi Britt at Multiverse. For the movie again from 1987, guest of honor William Stout, who designed all the costumes for the Master Universe. He-Man, Teela, Man at Arms, Skeletor, and Gwildor. He designed Gwildor. So definitely you've got to meet William Stout and talk to him about how the movie process is going. He's still working on movies today. So definitely meet William Stout at Multiverse. Writer guest of honor Tim Sheridan, who's worked on Master Universe Revolution, Revelation, Transformers Siege on Netflix, and he's continually doing writing for Lower Decks from Star Trek, as well as so many other productions and comic books. You have to meet writer Tim Sheridan at Multiverse 2026. And speaking of writers, Joshua Skye, the man who wrote many of the mini comics that are happening right now, the lore of Master Universe is happening and being designed and written by Joshua Skye. And we have wonderful artists, including Ken Coleman and Tony Washington, guys who are part of the community and really bringing Master Universe to life through other artwork. More announcements to come, specifically surrounding 2000X. Guys, definitely come celebrate with us at Multiverse 2026 for Master Universe. And this is an early preview to a Thundercats convention that's going to happen in Orlando, Florida. You heard it here first, guys. We're going to make this happen. Definitely get your tickets at multiversecon.com, and you can even book your hotel for your stay in California. There's also a hotel link that you can utilize here and book your hotel stay for Multiverse. So, guys, thank you again for hanging out with us. It's been an absolute pleasure. We hope to see you guys at Multiverse 2026. JP and I are working hard at this, and we hope that you guys will come hang out with us. JP, thank you again for hanging out with me, brother, and you guys too. We hope to see you guys later. Last comments before we log off. Joe Fest says David Allen. Yes, I will be at Joe Fest for sure. I know that Carlos usually goes to Joe Fest as well. Tar Cartel booked my room last week. Thank you, Mario. You are the best, brother. Can't wait to see you there. Ashrang, what about the voice of He-Man? We're gonna see what we can do. Wink, wink, wink. We're gonna see what we can do there, Ashrang. You never know. Stay tuned. Stay tuned to both Thundercats Classics, who's making all the announcements for Multiverse as well, and of course my channel Mega J Retro. Stay tuned. You never know. Maybe there will be a voice of He-Man in our future. Dave Sinelli, Motu commercials again. Absolutely. Helder Santos, Motu dads bringing your kids to this movie. Yes, it's gonna be so awesome. And Hitchcock, gotta go. Good night, guys. Keep the power on. Absolutely, brother. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Guys, we are the Thundercats Cat's Lair. and it's been great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you guys next time. Ready,
Thank you,
ready,
everybody.
JP? Ready,
Yeah.
JP? In 3, 2, 1. Thunder,
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 Thundercats.
Ho! Happy anniversary, guys. We will see you next time.
Thank you for joining us today, guys. Have an
Take care.
awesome rest of your weekend.